What's up YouTube, this is Gonzo the Grim, and this will be my first war video. So I was going to post a war video from the first war of the season, however we got matched up with Assassins Reloaded, and those guys finished, Master Rank 2 in Season 19, and we pretty much got demolished. So I didn't think it was worth posting a video of that. We really weren't using any items, and it kind of just turned into like a boss rush type tactic. So, sorry about that, but I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with our second war against Indominus Rex. So let me go ahead and roll this clip. So for this fight, I have Thing against Strike Counter Fury and Power Struggle. So I pretty much, I do not like this Strike Counter Fury node. I think it's one of the worst nodes in Alliance War. But pretty much what it is you have so many light attacks, so many medium attacks, and so many heavy attacks. And once you throw all of those, denoted by the little counters underneath my health bar, when any of those reach 0, then your opponent starts just gaining Furies over time. So when any one of those reaches 0, the opponent is just going to start gaining Furies. And the thing with this is it goes away, so you reset those charges when you throw a special attack, but it does not reset the Furies. So your opponent just keeps gaining Furies and Furies and Furies until you're able to throw that special attack. And with Power Struggle here, it makes it a little bit difficult, so I don't really know the best way to counter Strike Counter Fury other than just don't get hit. And it does not leave any room for forgiveness or mercy, because once your opponent has, well over 20 Furies, if you get hit once, then you're dead. So Nick Fury, I think, was the best option for me here. I do have his second life to fall back on just in case I do mess up and get clipped. But for the most part, I'm just trying to play very carefully in this fight, and I'm watching those rock stacks, or those rock charges, whatever they're called on Thing. I'm just trying not to push those over 15. And yeah, I know if I get hit, it's game over. So he is a stubborn defender, and the opponent is running stubborn defense tactics. So every time I dex a stubborn defender, they go indestructible. So you either have to block a hit or parry a hit to remove that. So I got to keep that in mind too while I'm doing this fight, because dexing just kind of comes naturally. Okay, so for this next fight, it's the same thing, Strike Counter Fury, except now this fight has Brute Force. So if I don't land an attack in 6 seconds, then I start to degen health. So I bring Warlock in for this fight against Omega Red. I'm not too worried about Omega Red, but like I said, it's the same tactic. I just, I can't get hit. He's going to start building these Furies like crazy. I could have launched my special just to kind of counter some of these Furies, but my plan was, to build a special 3 in case I needed it, in case I did take some hits and I can kind of regen some health back. So I do have 3 indestructible indestructible boosts on me, and I did end up getting clipped right there, which those boosts did save me, or else I surely would have died. So here's my special 3 that I was saving for to kind of regen some of my health. I go ahead and throw this. And the fight is going, other than those 3 hits, the fight's going pretty smooth, and I feel like, that I'm gonna get through this, no problem. Just I gotta be careful. Gotta be careful and not get hit. And I get him down to right here, I think about 7%, and I go in for a parry, and I back up, and I back up again, and I get hit, and I'm dead. So I had to come back in here with Doom and finish him off. Alright, so now I got Quake against EMP modification. So with this node, pretty much the way it works is if she gets so many charges or she throws a special attack, it's going to shock me. So I bring in Doom for this fight since he is shock immune, and this, using Doom or another shock immune champ pretty much turns this into just a regular normal fight. So just got to be careful with their specials, and other than that, not too much to worry about. So if you ever face this node, I recommend bringing a Doom and just treating the fight like normal. Going for the special 3. Doom's special 3s always seem to do quite a bit of damage. So I'll build myself back up. I'm gonna go ahead and power steal from her. And I do prefer her special 2s. I find them easier to dex. The special 1s are easy to dex too, but you know, you never know when you're gonna get clipped, and special 2s is a lot more safer to dex. Like so. So yeah, I think I hit her with one more special. Yep. And that's it. She's down. Okay, now let's talk about this Colossus here. So this Colossus has a boost buff. Pretty much whenever he gains an armor up, he can shrug a critical hit. He has an enhanced armor up, and then he has chitinous thorns. I don't even know how to say that correctly, but pretty much whenever he gets an armor up buff, I can be inflicted with bleed every time I make contact with him. So I bring in Warlock, so I got a class advantage, and I'm bleed immune with Warlock, and that again turns this into a regular fight. So a lot of these Alliance War fights depends on the correct counter. If you do have the correct counter, then you can counter a lot of these nodes. Except for Strike Counter Fury, F that fight, man. That fight sucks. But, pretty straightforward fight. Just use Warlock and take him down as usual. The next fight, however, did kind of stump me. It's against Ebony Maw, and he has explosive personality, which I wasn't too concerned about. It's Ebony Maw being a stubborn defender, which sucks because you gotta block or parry him to remove his indestructible charge, and he's Ebony Maw, man. So you know he's always blocking. He's always got these like just weird mechanics, and he sucks to fight. So he backed me up in the corner here, and I was getting a little nervous, and I was like, oh man, like I'm in the corner, I'm done. But you know, Doom pulled through because he's Doom. So I launch special 2 right here, you know, do some big boy damage with those incinerates. He's indestructible right now, and I'm like, great, you know, get backed up into a corner once more. And I see those, I'm getting those falters. There's just a lot to pay attention to. But with Doom, the other good thing about Doom is when you Doom slap them, or when you Doom slap an Ebony Maw, you knock him down, and it breaks his focus, which delays that the falter on you. So right here, I launch my special 3, and I'm like, sweet, I got a special 3. It's game over, you know. Once Doom launches the special 3, it's done with. So knocks up quite a bit of health off of him. Go in for, you know, the standard Doom rotation right here. Didn't build him to a special 3, so I'm like, whatever, I'm still gonna launch this. I see that his health is getting pretty low, and I'm like, alright, man, I can do this. One more special 2, and bingo, does him in. So I got that fight won, which is great. So for this next fight, it's Emma Frost, and we didn't really know who was gonna fight her, so I kind of just waited around, and then I looked at everybody's opponents and kind of figured out that I have the best counter for her. So she has buffet, she has strike counter power rate, and she also has boost buff. So strike counter combat power rate is pretty much like the strike counter fury, except it doesn't suck as much, because once you have 0 charges, instead of them building furies, you can't gain power. So I mean, that's not too bad, right? You just can't launch special attacks. In my case though, you know, you kind of need to launch that special 2 to armor break Emma, so you can take this diamond form off of her. So I knew that wasn't gonna happen, so I'm just like, whatever, man, I'm just gonna keep hitting her and hope I get her health down. So that's what I keep doing here. I do get clipped by a few of her special ones just because I suck at dexing the reverse controls. But right here, I get her locked into her regular form, and I'm just like, oh, here we go, this is it. So I get her cornered, and I get her into her normal form, and I'm not letting her gain any power because she's trying to heal, so you know, Warlock's doing his thing. I eat one of her special ones right here to the face. I'm not too worried about it because I got more health than she does, and I got her backed up in the corner. So keep doing this, and I'm like, you know what, this is working, I'm just gonna keep doing this. And bada bing, bada boom, she goes down. So not too bad. So this next fight is my first mini boss, and all of his nodes are like recovery nodes and just, you know, like health regen nodes. He's got vigorous assault, indomitable, nothing that I'm too concerned with. So with this fight, I just go in with Doom, and since Vision Arcus doesn't really regen, it wasn't, you know, I didn't have to really deal with any of the node mechanics. So I don't know why they put him here. It was a weird placement, but I'm not complaining because, you know, made my life easy. So going with Doom here, and I'm just like, dude, I'm sitting on a special 3. Like, I got this. Give him some Doom slaps. Hit him with this special 3 real quick. And see how this goes. So yeah, just keep cycling through this. I did get lucky right there, so I don't know if you saw that, but he ended up getting a special 3 right before me, and I was like, oh crap. But I got my special 3 like right afterward, and I just like spammed that button, man, and I launched it, and I was like, okay, I'm safe. This actually works out in my favor because now I can steal his special 3, which I thought I was doing, but I think my Mystic Dispersion gave me too much power, and I ended up launching a special 2, but don't care. So this next fight was not supposed to be my fight. I was not prepared for this, but I forgot to hit record when I started too. But luckily I hit record pretty soon into the fight. But anyways, this is a mini boss thing, and he's on a node. I forget what it's called, but if you parry him, then you're gonna get stunned, and it sucks. So the thing that sucks about this thing is that he's a stubborn defender, so if you dex him, he goes indestructible, so you need to parry him or block an attack to get rid of it, and I can't parry. So yeah, I gotta block an attack and then try to not dex. I mean, it's hard, man, especially when you're backed up into a corner. As you can see, he gets the best of me here, and I end up getting destroyed. The plan was, you know, Nick Fury in a second life, I can't get stunned, but it did not work out in my favor, so my teammates had to finish him. So this one was my fight, and it is a MODOK with Brute Force, Spry, and Limber. Spry not too worried about, but Limber and Brute Force together on a MODOK suck. So my Nick Fury, unfortunately, I had to revive him because he died during that thing fight. But plan was, you know, I'm gonna hit him with some heavies, I'm gonna build my special 1 and go unblockable and just demolish this guy. But yeah, completely forgot about Limber, and with the Brute Force and MODOK not letting you hit him, and Limber and everything else, it makes for a bad combination. So right here, I try to go in for my heavy, and he got the best of me because Limber's already kicked in, and I cannot get a hit in, so you know, I'm just like YOLO. I try to go in for the last part of it, man, and I just end up dying. So again, I had my teammates had to come in and clean that fight up too. So those guys are awesome. We did end up winning this war, so that's always great. They had a Sasquatch boss, which is pretty crazy since he's still pretty new. But yeah, they ended up getting him down, man. I think we still had our attack bonus. We got the win. Everything worked out. So that is it. I will start posting more of these war videos as the season goes on. If you have not subscribed, please do so. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, and I will catch you guys on my next video. Peace.